here it goes. It is D-Day. It is what I call will it fit. But I've got the boat back underneath there, and I'm gonna take the cherry picker right there. I'll pick up in the front, and it'll take the weight off of this one right there, and that one right there, and I'll go ahead and take all that apart and move it all. And then I will try to set the front down on the front up here. And once I get the front on, then I'll take it and move the lift around back, and pick it up and move this back brace out, get all the wood out from underneath here, kind of get it out of my way. It'll just support by this board you see back here. I'll tie it off, and excuse me, the rope right there. Pick it up in there. I'm gonna go ahead and dry fit everything. I came in here and I ground all this nice and smooth earlier. Got all that old Bondo hair off of there. It is going to be close. I mean, man, it is close. So we're going to see how it goes. And also, I've got to run and pick me up some 3M 5200 so I can go ahead and put my ladder back in place where I get this cap on there. I just figured it'd be much easier than trying to fight it out. But that's it for right this second. You can see I went ahead and there it is. Went ahead and put my drain plug in and went ahead and got all my holes drilled inside my transom. So she's ready to go in. We'll see how it goes. You can see where I've already taken and took the two front pieces out, set the front down on it, and see how it goes. I'm already kind of getting a little nervous. As you look down through, here, you can see this side sticking out that far, this side sticking out that far. So you know, you kind of start to get that, or starting to get that feeling a little bit. Of course, like I say, everything in here is allowed to move. So I'm not really hurting anything from what it was originally. So we'll see. Getting ready to take the back out, and you can see my cherry picker back here picking it up, and it's just barely sitting on it. You can look here. You can see where it's just barely sitting on it. I'm going to get all this stuff out, and we'll try to set her down. All right. Here's the number one reason why we got to get this boat on the lake. We've resorted to yard sprinklers. Well, guys, it won't fit. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, I got it on, and let me tell you what. I had to get the Wi-Fi here to help me get the side of it on. Just lift and push, lift and push. It's not lining up exactly right on all the places. Like in the front here, I've got a little bit of a gap. It needs to come up some. I have a feeling though, if you look in the back, everything lines up just fine. And I really think that, let me get back here. All these back here are lining up. This needs to lift up just a little bit, and they're lined up. And as it goes towards the front, it gets off just a little bit. But I think as I lift up about this much and pull in on it, you know, pull them together, I think they're going to start to line up. Now what I've got to do now is, this is just a dry fit. It sounds crazy, but I wanted to get on here and just get my game plan. This right here all fit well. It is close. I mean, I don't think you can see it through this hole in here, but yeah, no, it's just too dark in there. You can't see it, but I mean, it is like this much. I mean, it is almost touching it. So I got really lucky on that, and that's what I really wanted, because I wanted a minimal amount of this. I'm gonna go back with a Bondo hair, the fiberglass hair, which was in there. You know, I don't know why they do it from the factory, but they do it for a reason. And I have a feeling that if I took and put PB in there, if I ever had to take this cap back off, I think it would be a nightmare to get loose. So I'm going to just keep it like it is, and we'll keep going. So you see I got it lifted up in the back. I'm going I don't have any the Bondo hair or the 3M 5200. I can't believe I forgot to get both those things. So I'm going to make a trip to Lowe's and pick up those things and get back, lift it back up in the air. Go ahead and seal those, put my ladder in, and keep on going. Well, cap's back on. Got a little more riveting to do on the rubber L, but just want to show you guys what I did and how I did it, so you can see it. The excuse me, everything lined up really well. I've never noticed it, but the holes, I mean, they lined up exactly right. But if you notice, this front section over here, just that little part dips down. I mean, by the time it gets to right, where is it? Right here. Look at that distance. It's back perfect again. just this little front corner up here just dips down a little bit. It's not a huge deal. Like I say, the holes lined up right back where they were. When you put the cap on, you'll notice, or at least mine, it's set down a little bit. So you had to pick it up just slightly, about 1/4 of an inch, and do the holes in. What I did was I started in the back, and when I put it in, and you can see I haven't finished all these rivets yet. I left my stopping point right here. Everything lined up with the exception, sorry I forgot about this, of right here. These did not line up at all. I could not get them. They needed to come down about 1/4 of an inch, and I just could not get it to fit. Absolutely, no matter what I tried. So it's not the end of the world, but that's just the way it went. I put the cap on, and this right here, I went back and forth several times. What to do, what to do. The one thing about Bondo, it is not waterproof. At least it's not that I know of. So I had barely, I mean the largest part was 1/4 of an inch separation. That's how close it was. So I had a whole tube of PL that I hadn't used, and that is what I did. I put those bolts in there, and didn't tighten it down extremely tight, just kind of snug, and so it'd hold it there in place, and then put the PL in, let the PL dry. I feel like if I ever have to get it back off, I feel like that would come off easier than the PB would. I could be incredibly wrong on that, but hey, it's in now and it's done. But everything else, you can see, I stopped there, everything else lined up just perfectly. You just lift a little bit. You started back here in the back. I lifted it up a little bit, slid one in. Now, there's actually several, probably 25-30 rivets behind this rub rail that just make the actual top cap and the bottom piece go together. But I mean, it all went back together just as pretty as you please. It's a lot of time just putting the rivets in. I'm going to fight the rub rail, the rubber part. I'm going to fight it here later. But I'm going to come and put my 3M 5200 all up underneath my rail here. As you can see, underneath this lip right here, got just a little bit of a gap. I'm just going to take, and just what I did last time, I took silicone, I'll use 3M 5200 and go way around it. Kind of wish I knew, you know, how to fix that. It's not, you can't tell it by looking at it from the top cap. It's simply just, it's almost like this small piece right here, from like right here to right here. It's like it just drops down just a little bit. Like I say, you know, the holes lined up. I don't know. I guess I just have to live with it. It's in now. And man, am I glad to see this cap back on. Now it's time to get in here and start really doing some progress on the floor. I'll get my front bulkhead right there, go ahead and get it cut and put in. And once I get that in, I'm going to actually seal it, tab it to get all that done. Then I'm going to take plastic and I'm going to tape it all down through here and plastic back, so I can come in here and finish grinding this front section out and get it ready to start building back. And you can see they kind of just hang there. I've measured from right here to in here when you lift them up, and man, I mean, it is right on the money. So if anything happens when I put the windshield back on, it is not because of lack of lining up. One thing I did notice when they put this windshield on, I think I did it in an earlier video, this windshield right here actually sets back just a little bit further than it needs to. This one right here, or this one sits too far forward, however you want to look at it, but just barely. And when the window closes, it's always had a little bit of just a slant downhill, like I say, because this one here, when it goes back like so, it just simply slants down just a little bit. I noticed when I was taking it off last time. I don't know if I'm going to fix that or not, or just leave it like it was. But we'll see how it goes. But guys, it has been a good weekend. I'm really looking forward to getting in here and getting some major work done. And that's where I am. Talk to you guys later.